3, 2, 1, go. Ah,
Ah,
fuck.
ah.
This is the best intro we've ever done.
This
All right, call the episode. Oh, that's it.
accurately represents my feelings for the back end of this run. What do I do?
I swear, man, you're gonna somehow catch up incredibly quickly and still win. It always happens.
I don't know. We've never had a lead change like this before. Well, no, we have. Never mind. The one XY when I was in the lead, we lost. I dropped it because of fucking crippling deaths right before Elite Four.
Yeah,
But
wasn't it?
we sell.
Was Sun and Moon sort of like this? Not to this degree, but like, which was there was the one where like me and Joe like traded wipes or something. Was that Sun and Moon?
That might have been Sun and Moon. Yeah.
That may have been Sun and Moon,
it was.
yeah.
I think it was because it was then. It was Sun and Moon. You guys were trading wipes. I was still like not even halfway through the game, and then I had something going on. So, like, and we were supposed. Yeah, we were supposed to end.
Yeah.
So like as a bit to end it because I was already out of the game. I play Pal World instead.
Yeah, you played Pal World, and then the next week you didn't come, and then it still didn't end.
Right, that was the thing. It was like it was just to be a one-off thing of like I'll play Pal World because we're done here, and I'm not involved. And then fucking you guys couldn't finish it. That was unreal.
Yeah,
It's hard to finish when you're not there, man.
The rough ending.
You guys are way better off being masturbatory.
I don't trust this Halucha.
I'm trying to remember where that Doublade was now. I think he was like level 52, so I could catch him without the huge restriction now. There was also a full-ass level 60 Tyranitar out here.
Yeah, he wasn't there for me today.
Oh, come on, I turned around, dicks. Oh, it's only this platform. That's not so bad.
Did anybody get a Howlucha?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got him with the full intent to use him, and then I don't think I ever used him. No. I think he may have put in work for one gym.
Yeah, this has ended up being one of those rare runs where I use every Pokemon. For the wrong reason. Fucking Dug Trios. Normally you can't get away from these things, and I can't even, like, catch one to fight it. Well, fuck it, I'll leave him, I guess.
Was there no trainer? Was that it? Oh, really?
Butterfreeze.
The Doublade is level 56, not 52. Alright, let's just focus on... Oh, we need to get my Ice Cube, too. Where was he? Maybe we go back to the ice area, and then we just start punching stuff.
Yeah, the ice area is not a bad grinding spot if you got a mon who can do well there, like I did with fucking Golisopod.
Right. I hear that. I mean, that's usually always the case, is like... Because some caves are screwy. It's like, okay, you might get some rock types, some ground types, some flying types, some poison types, some psychics, some fighting, like this is lame.
So he is... Yeah, he is on Route 10. Thought so. So Route 10, and then on the encounter table, he would be... Oh yeah, that's why I didn't look for him, because he's a 2% grass encounter. Well, we're gonna look for him now.
Doublade?
No, Doublade is, he's in Giant's Cap, but he's level 56, so he won't be of any use to me until after I clear the championship.
Wait, do we go beyond that?
The Elite Four part of the championship, and then cap will be 64. Oh, there's a fucking big ass bear. Fight that bear. Wild bear tick. Go, frog. Yeah, his ice moves are gonna be even against him though. Alright, let's train punch. Eat shit. Oh, the bear tick used superpower. What the fuck? Well, now I can train punch. And I survived because he didn't have something stupid. That should be good XP. Oh yeah, 2,000.
Oh,
Yes, ma'am. Okay, a little scary with that superpower. Bears shouldn't have that.
I mean, it's a bear. I think Mark would disagree with you.
There's a Mr. Mime. Or he's gonna be psychic too though, so the fighting isn't exactly the best thing.
Motherfucker! Oh, please don't let that be a hail death. Oh my god. Holy shit!
Ooh.
What just
Well,
happened? You just survived hail?
No, yeah, Vanillish almost one-shot me.
That fucking sucks.
Fucking
Two out of
mirror-
155.
Yeah, fucking mirror coat the incinerate.
Ooh.
That was some bull fucking shit. God damn it. All because he's stuck with incinerate and couldn't just one-shot it. God, that's stupid. This is literally me going back to grind too. That's the worst fucking thing.
Yeah, grinding death's fucking low. Like, okay, I've objectively made a mistake. Fantastic.
It wasn't even objectively also because of the
Yeah,
fact that
because you didn't know.
I've been fighting these things for already. Like, I already killed several of them. That's the first time one busted a mirror code out on me.
Right. It might even be like level variation. You might be like right at the level, learns it or something. So some of them have it, some don't.
That could be. God, that was so fucking stupid.
Well,
If I had lost my rock fire going into the ice gym, which I just cleared all the trainers, but I was going back out here to train. Like,
yeah.
That'd have been the dumbest fucking death.
Do you have a physical ice or a physical rock move to use or something?
I do.
That'd
I
be
probably
the,
should have.
that'd
when
be
I run into
safer,
those.
yeah.
Gonna have to.
It's the same
Shouldn't have.
effectiveness.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. Don't do that. Thank God Pursuit's not a thing anymore.
Wait. Oh shit. I don't get Vicious Rend until like the champion fight. Fucking fuck.
That's not good.
Moves too good.
Yeah, it
let you have
is. Oh god, that means I'm just gonna coddle him in the back. Cause like I can theoretically maybe sweep a lot of shit with Vicious Rend, Choice Scarf, so he's the single most valuable Pokemon I think for endgame that I have left. So 54, and I need 4 more levels. Well, I need 9 levels total, 4 levels spread across 3 Pokemon. Also, apparently Orbeetle had access to Bug Buzz this entire time, and I never taught it until just now.
Oh, it might have been a relearn thing.
Yeah, it must have been. It was like 28. Was he a 30 Evo?
Probably something stupid like that.
Yeah, that's got to be why I didn't have it. That's the only thing that makes
Why do
sense.
I keep doing this? I gotta swap this guy. Jesus. I mean, it's fine because I don't give a shit about swapping, but I keep going into letting these fights happening.
I want to fight this Mr. Mime, but he, yeah. So let's heal all the way, just in case he has something stupid, and then we can put Drapion out in front of him. I do like his little intro dance thing he does. Do Night Slash. I am faster than him too. That's cool. This should one-shot. It's a one-shot. Nice.
Cat, I am made of metal. Get your metal out of here.
Okay, we got 54 on him now. There's a Snizzle too. How fast is Drapion? Seems like he's fast. 105, that's pretty fast.
Is it? Like, what's a... Well, I guess isn't... Yeah, I guess Aerodactyl's like, oh, big deal because it's over 100, right?
Yeah, 100's a pretty good mental threshold for, like, this Pokemon is fast as fuck.
Well, 105 is what his actual total was. His BST is 95.
Yeah.
That's still... Yeah, so 105 is pretty much like, this mon is good in this stat, like, real good. Right?
Well, he must have some EVs
Besides
or
HP.
beneficial nature to it too, then.
Basically, any set that breaks 100 is quite good.
Okay.
Because, like, 500 some BST is, like, not unusual or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a fucking ice cream cone. We were just talking about those.
It's also the threshold for fastball is 100. The fastball becomes 4x catch if it's 100 speed, and that's because that's a exceptional speed, and it works on, like, a fucking 24 Pokemon. That's it. Something like that.
Oh, shit. The fucking ice cream cone froze me.
Just don't let it coat you. That's the real problem.
Oh, that's why I got a whole shitload of Pokédolls. Best item in the game.
For you.
Alright, back to the ice place to grind again. Fuck it.
I'm right there with you.
If I only fight Mr. Mimes, my newly bug-buzzed Pokemon, it should be pretty efficient.
Do you have a trick to respawn them?
No, they just... like, they respawn pretty quickly, but there's no guarantee that it'll be a mime.
There's one. Speak of the devil, it's a fucking mime!
He is the devil. How did you know? I like that when you kill him, he, like, rubs his face and smiles as he disappears.
His beginning and his death animations are both great.
It's just
I
like,
maintain that
fucking
there's...
yes, I'm dead!
There is
Hell yeah.
somebody at Game Freak who is just a huge Mr. Mime fan.
Yeah.
Because he always gets, like, special treatment in some way. Like, he gets, like, special animations or something. Or, like, he's in the corridor for the Dark Gym. He always gets added to, like, the side games and everything. He got a special regional evolution here.
They was featured prominently in Detective Pikachu in the trailers. I haven't seen the movie yet, but...
This actually reminds me of something. We had the concept art from Mega Jinx leak.
Oh, I never seen that one.
It's like the very basic like prelim concept art, like the sketch.
Hey, there's another mime. Mr. Mime's all over the fucking place.
Oh, and we got an explanation for those like more realistic looking Pokemon from Gen 3. Because apparently the Gen 3 dev cycle, this is known, this is from like an official interview from years ago. They had 8 concept artists for Gen 3 who drew the Pokemon in their own style. But then they went through the designs, picked the ones to use, and they reworked them into Sugimori style Pokemon.
Hey, Bamius King, how's it going? We're killing Mr. Mimes, but I like Mr. Mime. Share your thoughts on Mr. Mime.
I was always lukewarm on him until I got the fairy type and I used him, and then he's fucking sick. I got one in BDSP right now.
You know, as much as I'm anti-Anthromons, I don't hold that against Mime because he's from the original. Like, these are just flat out human-shaped mons. Like, that was that was a whole thing. It's the ones that become that I don't like.
Yeah.
Which that's not a hot take at all. I mean, everybody hates that with the starters, how they start out quadruped.
Bommy as King says he's underrated. I agree with that. I also just like his design, whereas a lot of people hate his design.
I'm fine with it. Like Jinx and Mime. Who else were human-shaped back in the day? The Alas. Although they're a little foxier, but they're still generally, bipedal.
Yeah, you have to check the A group page. I don't remember who else is in it. Oh, the Hitmons probably.
Hitmons, Electabuzz. Although Electabuzz has a more animalistic thing because it seems to be a lot of some like weird cat gorilla thing going on there.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird cat thing going on, fucking there's a Sneasel. 2 Sneasels chasing me. Oh my god. Go away.
But I will say, especially like what Jesse pointed out with the addition of Fairy, I don't feel like Mime is that underrated. Like when it was a psychic type, yes, I 100% agree because it was it was way outclassed by other psychics.
Yeah.
But with the Fairy edition, I think like people respect pretty much everything that got Fairy added to it because like all of a sudden it's like this is just an anti-dragon, and people don't sleep on him as much.
That's another thing that I kind of consider as it getting special treatment, as it was remembered for, hey, this is something that can have Fairy added to it, and it makes sense. Bommy as King says their favorite Pokemon is Beedrill. Beedrill kicks ass. I love Beedrill.
Yeah, I mean I'm biased and I like all the insects.
I just love his design, and I'm glad that he got like a nod for Mega Beedrill too.
Yeah.
Well, that's not surprising because I figure like all the Gen 1 bugs were very much so Sujimori, Homer designs and picks, like because
that was like his thing, right? Because he collected bugs.
Yeah. The
so like all
Pokemon in the first place.
And I think that extends into Gen 2 because so much of Gen 2's design was really just 1.5.
Yeah.
Bommy, I also like bug Pokemon. I think they're great.
Yep. I always wish I think I've only tried to run a Heracross like a couple of times here and it's not panned out, but I've loved Heracross since Gold Silver.
I'm testing one in the ROM hack right now on my test run and it's quite good.
I mean, Heracross already is pretty good.
I didn't even buff him.
Right. Yeah, there you go. Exactly.
He's like completely unchanged, and he's going into like the upgraded Whitney gym and just soloing it. I'm like, holy fuck, this thing's busted. It gets Brick Break at like level 19 or some shit in base game Heart Gold. Like what the fuck?
If you can't tell, by,
no, Mirror Coat, no. Okay. Well, I get to go catch a new Pokemon in the wild area. I got mirror coated. What are the odds?
Was it by a Vanillish?
No, it was by a fucking Mr. Mime.
Oh.
I failed to kill with Bug Buzz. I got it down to like 5%, and it fucking mirror coated and one-shotted by fucking Orbeetle.
Damn.
If anything had to die, I'm glad it was Orbeetle, I think, though. Although he was a Calm Minder, he learned Calm Mind.
It's funny you say that, because Bommy just listed their 3 favorites. Number 3, Golisopod, and number 2, Orbeetle.
Well, Orbeetle's fucking dead, so...
Yeah, Jesse just killed Orbeetle. Bommy, all 3 of us here were like super old geezers. I was a immediate day 1 Pokemon Blue player, and Butterfree just right out of the gate was amazing for me.
I was not day 1. I had to rent my original Game Boy. I don't even remember if my original rental was a color, but it was from Blockbuster Video, but I did play Pokemon Red on it.
I have like a core fucking memory that is like my first time playing Pokemon Red, because it was in a furniture store. Like I picked it up, like we stopped somewhere, I got Pokemon Red, and then parents went to the furniture store after that. So my core memory is just me in this furniture store just starting my Pokemon Red playthrough. Back in 97 or whatever.
They
Right.
started on Gen 2, they said. So yeah, you're around our age, probably. Yeah, I would have been. When did they come out in the United States? 97 or
97,
98?
I think, is
Yeah, so I would have been
Red's age.
13 when they came out. No, I just have a lot of my memories there are Game Boy was kind of washed by that point anyway, but then those came out and completely revived it as a platform. So just a lot of memories of me and my brother playing Pokemon.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember how I got into it. Was the like I might have came in through the card game first? Because it was still
Our
like
game came out pretty fast after the release of the games in the United States, I remember.
yeah.
Yeah, they got those pretty coordinated. Oh, and I realized mine had to have been.
Or the show, maybe?
I watched the show pretty long after I started playing the game.
Yeah, I'd have to look up like the timing of all this and try to figure it out. Because yeah, I got the core memory of playing it in the furniture store, but I don't have any memory of how I got into Pokemon.
I don't have any memory of how I got into that furniture store.
The infinite. You know what? That would work as like a weird internet horror story. The infinite furniture store.
There was a really good one on No Sleep about an infinite dollar store. It was a fun read. I didn't get to read all of it. I need to revisit, finish it.
So,
Jesse, if it helps you at all, well, no, it doesn't help you at all, but for reasons like you just dying, I have been fighting these Mr. Mimes with a focus sash on.
yeah, it's a little late. Yeah, so I get a catch here. This is the first team rebuild catch of the run for anybody. They only have 5 living Pokemon. Catch anything in the wild area that hasn't been claimed. I'm going to try and find something that doesn't need to be ground for 1 billion levels. And we'll see how well that turns out. I just lost a bug psychic. I don't need a bug type. Psychic probably doesn't matter. What's good? Let's look at this. Let's think. Let's think this out. Bead, Nessa, Alistair, Raihan. Steel might be okay.
This shithead try to use psychic on me.
Well, I have steel. Ground or rock.
Safe, right? I might be making a terrible mistake here.
I'm looking at this full Kling Clang and like thinking, maybe? Actually, is this a full Kling Clang? I don't even know. I'm leaving.
I'm back on the same line as you guys. I don't remember what came first. Like I said, I remember renting it. I just realized it had to have been at least a Game Boy Pocket or Color, because I don't think I ever played on a real Game Boy more than a few minutes in my entire life, like the original brick one, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think I ever had a brick one.
So it was at least a Game Boy
might
Pocket.
be the console that I've gotten more hours out of than any other console is the original Game Boy.
Interesting.
Bommy says they've seen 2 shiny have 2 shiny Pokemon, but seen 3. My first shiny, actually, is the first one I saw and the first one I caught. That wasn't until Gen 3. That would have been Ruby that I got. And it was a Zubat. Pink Zubat. It was sweet.
Mine was silver. Well, I don't remember because I had both gold and silver. I got the one I didn't have for Christmas because I got silver on release and gold for Christmas later. But I think it was silver, but it was a Krabby, and I caught it next to the lighthouse at on the northern shore, so Olivine or whatever I think it is. Yeah, I was just fishing next to the lighthouse. Yeah. Oh yeah, I fucking loved that thing. I had it. I don't think I cloned it, but I'm pretty sure at one point I transferred it and had it on my Pokemon Stadium cartridge or Stadium 2 cartridge. As a Kingler, of course, but yeah. I don't think I got another one until fucking like Diamond Pearl, and it was a Floatzel.
Yeah, I don't remember what I have for hardware shinies. I know I got like a Makuhita in the Scarlet Violet run we did. And then I think I had a hardware Parasect in Fire Red Leaf Green. And then I had a Pineco Shiny Self-Destruct on me in Heart Gold.
Oh, I had a shiny gravel in double battles with Riley. That
I feel like I've also seen a shiny Graveler or Geodude, and it
you
blew up.
it was at your brother's house.
Oh, well, okay then.
When it popped up, I ran through the house, showing like you, Dave, and I almost want to say Josh was there too,
Yeah.
showing you guys like this thing's going to die. You need to see it as proof that it was there. Like I'm like, you guys are like, do this. I'm like, I will try and kill the other mon, but yeah, like I showed every one of you, like it will not let me throw a ball at one of the mons. One of them has to be dead first.
It was desperate to die.
Yep. Yeah, I won, and I'm pretty sure I one shot whatever because gravel or something. And I one shot the one, but then the shiny self-destructed, and I never got to even throw a quick ball at it.
Those are the worst. The ones that they can escape somehow or blow up.
Yeah, it felt fucking bad. I would have liked to.
But at least you showed us.
Yeah, I know I had you guys as witness. And also, eventually, somebody through the Pokemon Go community in our region hooked me up with a shiny Graveler in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, because they're super easy to chain them in that game, or not super easy, but it's a doable thing to chain them. And
I don't remember what my second would have been. I don't know if I saw another one until like XY or something, because remember I was doing a lot of like breeding for perfect IVs and stuff and trading them to you guys. And I got you a shiny Totodile, I remember.
Fuck, this thing's over.
Yep, I think that guy's still sitting around. Cause yeah, I know I went nuts on egg moves until I got every strong jaw or every viable move on a Tyrant, and I was sending him off to everybody. So these were like Tyrants that knew Poison Fang and shit like that. Poison Fang and Thunder Fang and all that. That was fun.
Yeah, I want this. Don't want Glaceon. Fuck 'em.
Found a G-Max Toxtricity Den. I like Toxtricity a lot. That was my single player run through this when it came out. That was one of my goats. Stop sucker punching me. It doesn't even do anything.
56 again. God damn it.
G-Max Sandaconda. I like Sandaconda too, and I've never gotten to use one yet.
I explicitly used one in my regular run on this, and I quite enjoyed them. Not the most amazing mon I've ever ran, but I like having a big sand snake. It was cool.
Yeah, I like the design a lot. That's why I want to use it.
I like Silicobra's design a lot better, but it's not really viable to leave him as that.
Right. 54, 54, 54. Alright, we'll grab,
that could be cool.
It is very bizarre that, ever since, and Ekans had this problem in its statics, sprites and things like that in animations, Arbok much less, but like, they have a really weird thing with, making their snakes, like, not really viable to move. Like, look at fucking, Seviper and Sandaconda, and Ekans portrayed as being like a slinky majority of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it's very strange how they're so like, we're gonna design this snake, but to make it, you know, not just be a snake, we're gonna have to make some gimmick that would make it almost impossible to function as a real animal.
They don't have many snake experts in the house, I guess.
No, it's a crying shame that there's a real lack of freshwater fish and good herpetological representation in Pokemon. It should not be so bad, but it is.
Now, does Mirror Coat, it has to be on the same turn, right? It goes off at the end of the turn? Okay.
Yeah, it's like delayed priority, etc., etc. I think I have a beat on encounter to catch.
You find that Tyranitar, or do you find
No,
something better?
something else.
Okay.
Something high leveled and useful.
Did you get a Master Ball? I don't remember if you guys
Don't
got
have one.
I don't remember where it would come from even.
Slightly redundant
No, I
typing,
didn't
which could
either.
punish me in the end, but I think we'll go for it. Actually, it's completely redundant typing, but still going for it.
I do like acupressure.
There it is! Found it.
I didn't take one.
I'm catching a Doublade.
Oh yeah.
You're catching the level 56 Doublade.
I'm catching a level 51 random Doublade in the grass.
I did not know that they had random ones. Cool.
It's got to be the right weather, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I went to the high leveled area in like Outrage, saw the weather, checked the encounter table, picked something out.
Nice. Yeah, that's a
Straight
good
quick
one.
ball catch too on Doublade.
Cool.
Nice.
That is,
I was
might be a saving grace for your run.
yeah, I
Yeah.
was real. You're lucky. I was really looking for a Doublade pretty hard when I was stuck in the wild zone for a while looking for my catches. The only thing that stopped me was the weather. I couldn't get the right weather rolls to get them to pop in the grass.
Yeah.
There was one hanging out, like floating in the air, but it was the super high level one, so I knew I couldn't go for it. They had one of the 56ers kind of thing.
And he's a male. This is the last night of the round then, Mordred. Which is a good name for a ghost.
Yeah.
So I'm killing Mr. Mimes because they're good XP, and I need to grind up to 54 to meet our level cap for the championship. It's nothing against him personally.
Yeah, it's not his fault that he's like perfectly positioned to be a good grinding material. Right, I need to put this in the spreadsheet somewhere.
Those I guess this isn't single Evo anymore. Yeah, you could Eviolite a Mime. That's a weird thought.
You could, and it would get insane special defense because it already has really good special defense.
Alright, Wild Area Plus, I guess, is how we'll set it up.
Who else wouldn't hurt to get?
It tried to hypnosis me. Interesting. Alright, I need to go.
Hypnosis.
No, Hippowdon uses that. Alright, Monkey's 54.
They've really been slacking. How do we not have a hippo Pokemon psychic type?
Wait, why
Called
Psychic?
Hypnosis.
So it can do hypnosis.
Oh.
That would be good. You should write Game Freak and tell him that.
They'd just be like, we already have Hypno, so we can't. Get out of here.
Best we
word
can
for
offer you is Hypno.
Right. It's like, Hypno is not a hippo. You've made one Hippomon. Like, in this next gen, there'd be complete idiots to not have a Hippomon with all the Moodang fervor.
Have they
Right.
ever, like, rode the wave on a meme, though?
Not... Well, I shouldn't say historically, because I don't know. I can't think, like... I'd have to, like,
Diggersby came before Big Chungus,
Okay, so there's a good
so
example.
he doesn't count.
I mean, technically speaking, no, because Big Chungus is based on an old, like, actual...
Right, but nobody cared about it until they put the Chungus on.
Wouldn't say nobody, but it would have been like, if there's maybe that tiny chance that...
Some old man had a Big Chungus tattoo before
Well,
it was called
not Big Chungus, but like some Japanese fan of American animation, kind of like how there's weebs.
Oh,
on our
you're
side,
trying to connect how it might have been inspired by it, okay.
by like the actual, like, whatever the character was on the original Looney Tunes kind of thing.
I think it was literally just Bugs Bunny, and then he inexplicitly gets fat for, like, a joke.
Oh, okay.
Like cartoon
I
physics.
thought it was like his cousin or something like that.
I feel like I've seen the clip, but I may have just imagined that.
Right.
Now I gotta like figure out how Ag/Slash works exactly. The idea is you attack, right? Ideally being slower, and then you shield back up before you take a hit next turn, right?
I don't remember. I haven't used one since XY. I
I have
liked it
never
funny,
used one.
but I also wasn't. It wasn't a whatchamacallit, a Nuzlocke. I was just using it, so I wasn't trying to optimize like
Bad
that. It was just
nature.
like
Oh
this is
well.
cool.
Yeah, I used one in fucking Pokemon Emerald Rogue 2, and that's like it. And it fucking died because I fucked up, which is why I'm worried about playing it wrong.
You fucked up. You fucked up. Alright. Oh wait, why am I still doing this? I know it's I'm the dumb. The big dumb.
I had to remove the cat from the room. He's
When
going to
did-
learn that
When
he's going to be just fine if he waits for when he's supposed to get his food.
right.
No, he won't learn that, I'm sure, because he's a cat, but...
Well, that's just it. Is like, hasn't some research come out in recent years that cats do understand and learn these things? They just willfully ignore them.
If there
Like
has
they're
been research, I did not see it, but...
like I
I
want to
like
say
to
like,
give him the benefit of the doubt that he just doesn't understand.
like I'm pretty sure one of those was explicit like that cats know their names and they know when you're talking to them, but they just again willfully ignore you until it's convenient for them, kind of thing.
I could see it.
I swear there was some research done to back that up.
Do we even bother? No. 54, 44. What else is close? Horse is the only thing that's close.
Of course, of course.
This fucker won't buy specialty Pokeballs from the ball guy. He makes me wants me to keep them. What a dick. I want to regift.
What are you trying to give away?
Getting chased by a Sneasel. Fuck.
You know what's fulfilling? Getting Fury Swipe when your guy has a Rocky helmet.
That is cool.
This Sneasel did more damage to itself than it did to my fucking Excalitor? What's the
Excelgor?
Excelgor? No, Excelgor's the fast one. This is the
It's Cavalier.
Excavalier, thank you, yeah. Yeah, I literally never ran these guys ever before. In fact, I think I've only evolved them once or twice.
Yeah, I
I
don't think I've ever
Never run him either.
done anything with them.
Is it Escavalier? He's defensive, highly defensive. Or is he has pretty
Not-
good stats, doesn't he?
It's not as strong defense as you would think. It's definitely slow as you would think with a steel type.
Mm-hmm.
But I was kind of shocked that its defenses aren't. Yeah, I mean they're good, but they're not like, goddamn. Yeah, 98 at level 42, 98 special, 93 physical. The surprise is the attack, fucking 140 already.
That's badass.
Yeah. Oh, but it does. It is actually. It's kind of. It is perfect nature because it's low special, highest physical attack. So it's like, yeah,
Nice.
that's
That's a good
exactly.
get.
Yeah, this guy turned out really good for me. I'll be interested to see if he does anything for me outside of the ice gym here, but if not, at least again, it was a good get for the ice gym. Which I'm over grinding for, but whatever.
I'm spending all my money right now. I'm selling burn heals. That's how destitute I am.
What,
Get this
what
team
do
whipped
you
into shape.
Oh,
I'm buying
what do you
vitamins for this Ag/Slash.
Oh, you're really going hard in on the
I gotta catch
slasher.
up on the fucking EVs for this boy.
Yeah. I mean, you could go to camp too,
That is, in my mind, cheating. Not explicitly, because it's not in the doc, but I don't play with that fucking make friends with your Pokemon. These are employees. They're not friends.
Whatever you say, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
That's against the spirit of a Nuzlocke. And a
I
Nuzlocke,
think it
they're
is, yeah.
they're friends.
Yeah, that's like-
but they're not like friendship friends. They're
No, your opinion is against the spirit of a Nuzlocke.
Yeah, you literally. That's why I have grievance with your sacrificing policies of like, that is the exact opposite mentality, and that's the terrible thing is you've read the webcomic. I know you've read, or wait,
Yeah.
no, yeah, you've read the webcomic. Yeah, I was mixing up Moke Pond for a second, but yeah, I'm pretty sure you've read.
Yeah,
Right?
I read classic Nuzzies.
Yeah. Like,
Don't
and
ever
that's
call him that again.
right.
Was it? Here's what I don't remember. Was it originally called Nuzlocke, or did that only become a thing after the character took off?
No, it was
well,
called Pokemon Hardcore Mode or something like that.
Yeah. I have the webcomic still bookmarked to this day because every once in a very, very great while he updates it.
I didn't even know that.
It's insanely long between updates, but it does get updates once in a blue fucking moon.
The original creators comic.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I should.
That's interesting.
Do you remember how many Pokemon he uses in that overall at all?
Not offhand.
I wonder if there's enough Pokemon to do a Nuzlocke.
If there, I'm sure it's been done, like, some variant of it.
Yeah.
It's gotta be.
Yeah, like he's on episode 12 of Hard. Yeah, it was originally just Pokemon Hard Mode, because this is White Hard Mode episode 12.
Mm-hmm.
God, I'd love to see what this guy would do if he ever played RimWorld.
Oh, I just accidentally ran into the grass and I got my 2% Ice Cube encounter. Alright, now let's hope a quick ball catches him so I don't fuck around.
It's also, it might be one of the most glaring jumps of like going from the current comic to hitting the first button on this thing, because dear God.
Thanks.
Just for example, I will.
I just remembered the mistake I made with AG Slash, and it was clicking a priority move, not killing, and getting fucking bodied. So I am deleting Shadow Sneak, teaching Shadow Claw.
Like, just to look at those two, the fact that this is like, it is one of those things that, like, granted, it's very glaring and very holy motherfuck the quality for this artist, but I do remember that even though it's stick figure basic stuff here, like one of the first time that Locke, the C-Dot, gets drawn, like you get to see like this guy was always a good, yeah, there we go, like his when Locke the C-Dot dies, or not C-Dot, Nuzleaf, when it's a Nuzleaf when it dies, that moment of like, you can tell that's Locke from Lost. I can't remember the actor's name, but like, okay, yeah, it's just like, wait, what?
Terry O'Quinn is his name.
Terry, okay, yeah, because I remember you were a big Lost fan back in the day.
Yep.
But when Terry's Locke dies and has this moment in the comic, it is I also remember the Saeed, when he draws Saeed properly, is like, you can tell that's what the actor looks like. Like, he's good. He's just been drawing
his Vivian Andrews.
Ah, nice. I just know he has torture scrunchies.
That's a good show. I should go back and watch that again. I don't hate the ending like the internet does.
Lost.
Right. Yeah. I bailed when it was like not torture porn, but character mortality porn, I guess you would say. It's like, oh, just kill all my favorites, cool.
They had a big problem with killing everybody's favorites. They did it to me too. It made me
Was it like season 2 where a bunch of the actors left or were fired and died under very random circumstances.
I don't recall what you might be talking about.
That I don't know. For me, it was just Dominic, the Hobbit.
Right. Well, I think it was a bunch of like two people from the tail section or something both ended up getting fired in like the same season and getting killed unceremoniously.
Oh.
I'm going off like very deep memories here. I might be completely wrong in everything I'm saying. But
I mean, the fact that you remember like the whole tail section thing lends a level of credibility. You're remembering something even if you're not 100% sure what you remember.
Yeah, that stuck in my mind because the tail section felt so fucking underwhelming when everybody's just fucking gone and none of it mattered.
Yeah.
I think I stopped watching the show in season 2 for some reason originally, and then I did watch all of it much later after it had ended at some point.
I never did.
Because I'd heard a lot of hype about the mid-seasons that I never saw, and I already knew the ending was something that people got mad about. So there was enough curiosity in two different directions for me to watch it.
Right.
Especially given that I'd already seen part of it. I mean, I remember the hype around season 1 and shit.
Yeah, absolutely.
That was great when everything was still like an unknown.
Yeah, before we knew that J.J. Abrams is a fucking hack. I really hate J.J. Abrams, though.
What, for something from Lost or something else?
For everything he's ever done.
Oh, okay.
The Star Trek stuff is whatever, but just the... Yeah, like, some of the pointless mysteries in Lost that go nowhere wouldn't be as annoying if you didn't recycle the same technique in like Star Wars and other shit that he's done, where he just introduces concepts that don't fucking matter. It might not even be so much him as like a common collaborator he uses for script writing.
Yeah, he kind of had an Elon Musk arc, didn't he? Everybody thought he was this just fucking creative genius.
Yeah.
And then it turned out to be who he is.
Everybody just realized it was kind of bullshit. It's like, wait, this guy's just throwing shit at the wall and seeing what sticks.
Right, I think that's a big part of it, because I have that
Lindelof. Damon Lindelof is the screenwriter I'm thinking of, because he was involved in Prometheus, which is another one that has that, we'll fucking do whatever, throw shit at the wall, see what sticks.
Yeah. So that might be also a big part of it, is he's just got a good buddy in the business that, like, they need to split up and, like, get people to say no to them kind of thing.
Yeah. Let's see, I'm gonna look up Lindelof's writing credits instead of actually trying to win this run. I'll do both a little bit.
I am a firm believer in everybody needs a person to say no to them.
Yeah.
I would have probably ruined things at my job several times if I didn't have people that were like, well, did you think of this? No, actually I didn't. Thank you for telling me.
So yeah, Lindelof collaborates with him did like Star Trek Into Darkness as a writer, wrote Prometheus, wrote Lost, co-creator of Lost. Did not do anything in Abrams' Star Wars. So it's definitely both of them share that trait of like, let's make up bullshit because it gets people hyped. So
yeah, bullshit. Got me hyped.
Yeah, it worked. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah. I bought into that shit in fucking season 1 of Lost. See,
oddly enough, I didn't so much. It was when everybody else was like, you gotta check it out, you gotta check it out. I'm like, I'll check it out. And I'm like, yeah, this is kind of cool. Like, so I came in season 2.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like, man, like, I don't see why the hype. I see the interest. And then as the mystery kept getting more and more mundane, so to speak, besides the smoke monster thing, like, I'll admit, because I went in when season 1 was so big and mysterious, and there was this idea that, well, what if the things that, like a kaiju, like big monsters in the forest and stuff like that?
Well, the
no.
unknown factor is what makes it interesting, and I wish more creators would realize that you can totally just leave it unknown and still build around that, and it remains very interesting that way.
Yeah, well, the big thing is, I think you can't have too much unknown small consequence like stuff that feels like filler, right? Like the statue from Lost, the foot with like 4 toes. Who fucking cares? Shit like that, you put too much of that in a thing, and then it starts to feel like they're just placing shit in front of you. But like going in the other direction of like Alien, like here's an unexplained ship with an unexplained alien, that kind of stuff is great. So I agree.
Stuff doesn't
with
always
an
need a
asterisk.
payoff, though. I mean,
Right.
red herrings exist for a reason.
Right, but the
Stories.
statue's not even a red herring. Like, the statue thing is just like they see it and they point it out. It's like, okay. If it had some other consequence to something beyond like a landmark and then the origin was never explained, I'd be fine with it. It's that it only exists to be a mystery. That's the problem.
Did they?
In my mind.
Would that not be a red herring then? I think Joe's right. About
I guess it's a red herring in a meta context of them putting mysteries into a thing for the sake of mysteries, sure. But it's not a red herring in terms of the plot.
I don't think it really matters if it's a mystery. The fact that there's no payoff is inconsequential to it. It's to make you stray off the path of this is what's going on when you're taking in the story.
I don't disagree. I just think that you have to do it well, so it doesn't feel like it's random bullshit. I don't know.
Well, I mean, there's all different kinds of readers in the world.
Yeah,
right?
It's a subjective
calling yourself
opinion.
a reader for a person who takes in a story, right?
Yeah, I am not an authority. And
oh, you're 100% wrong. I'll tell you that right now.
Yes, we need four-toed sloth statues.
Yes.
Now, if it was a four-toed sloth,
I mean, I'd be way more into it when like the whole thing of like there's just randomly a polar bear on this.
Oh my god,
that's fucking crazy.
What if it was all sloths? It was like a random giant ground sloth, and it was a sloth statue, and it was just random sloth island. It was never explained.
I'd be more like that's what I was hoping for going into that show is like we were getting like a Land of the Lost type of thing. Period.
Yeah, it kind of like it almost like double cock teased us on that too, because there's a lot of like, oh, are there dinosaurs on this island? Like in season 1 with like noises in the jungle, right? People speculating. And then they actually introduced time travel, and it's like, ooh, maybe we really will get dinosaurs. No dinosaurs.
Nope, it's big giant smoke monster.
Yeah.
That's why you're salty, Jesse. I just figured it out. Just no dinosaurs is the whole reason.
Yeah, like I said, I would have settled for just random animals. Like, why is there a polar? Which they did. They did why over here. It's like, oh, eventually there's polar bear cages. I'm like, well, why did Dharma have polar bear cages and a polar bear? We haven't explained that part still.
Right.
Yeah, it would have been better if they never did the cages and the polar bear was just there. Which is what I just complained about, I know, I'm aware.
Exactly, I was just going to call you out on that, so I'm glad you said it.
It's because the explanation is even more tepid, and like, it's a crappier mystery box to explain a mystery box.
Mystery boxes can just stay mysteries, and I think that's great. I mean, I think about stories that I've read and in movies that I've watched often, like the things that they leave open-ended, and what if it's this? You know?
And a lot of that is good. Maybe my complaint is more about...
Some of the best discussion on the internet is like that, just theories about what this could have meant in this story.
Right. Maybe my complaint is more for like the fan base who overanalyzes the mysteries and requires explanations. I don't know.
The requires explanations thing is that I see less of that than people just kind of spinning their ideas for what it might be, and that's what's fun to me, is just theorizing,
Yeah,
I don't need a payoff.
The other thing I think about is all like the lineage shit in Star Wars that has no real payoff, and the amount of energy people spent speculating on it.
Which he fed into pretty heavily, and then it got completely... that another writer and creative team took over, and it got even more...
Yeah.
Yeah,
oops, misclick. Oh, don't kill me, random red suck.
I know it's very Monday morning quarterback type of thing, but I do think, and I know that it was Disney thinking, well, he'll right the ship, so let's get him back in on it. But it's almost like, man, I kind of wish they would have stayed the course, and the third sequel movie would have been a completely other creative team going another, like, fuck it, this is getting fucking wild and out there.
Was Abrams the second movie in the...
First and third.
The first and third,
okay.
and he wasn't supposed to be the third is the whole thing. In fact, I want to say, was it like Gareth Edwards or somebody like
Trevorrow.
from Network 10 Trevorrow, okay. I wish it would have been Gareth. Trevorrow, I don't hate Trevorrow either on Jurassic series, but
He would have been a
Gareth-
better tonal fit, I think, for Star Wars than Jurassic.
yeah, I could see that.
I say that based on the Jurassic movies, not based on his previous work. That's like hindsight.
Yeah. No, I like Gareth Edwards. He's one of my favorite guys.
I am very
Yeah.
interested to see where the new movie goes with him in the lead. Like, some people are pretty lukewarm on it, but I'm like really intrigued. And the discussion about like a disease angle, I think, is cool too. But I also didn't mind the locusts. So
Yeah, I didn't mind the locust thing either. I thought it was. The delivery of it wasn't
yeah,
great, but as a concept, I don't mind it.
exactly.
What are your levels looking like, Jesse?
51, 51 on my last two guys. Everybody else is 54 in the box.
Oh yeah, and the biggest reason why I'm completely on board with Gareth Edwards is because with the Jurassic Rebirth is because have you ever seen Monsters? Like what his big directorial?
No, I never saw Monsters.
You really like.
Oh.
I highly the original, the 2010 one. I watched that randomly like on Netflix back around like a couple years after it came out, before he was even announced to be working on Godzilla. And I'm like, I just heard it was a good sci-fi flick, and I watched it. I'm like, yeah, holy fuck, this was solid. And then when he was announced for Godzilla, I'm like, I'm on board. Hell yeah. And then you nailed it on Rogue One.
Rogue
Never
One,
seen
Godzilla, the creator are the three I think I've seen from him.
Yeah, I highly, especially for you, Jesse, I think you will really enjoy Monsters.
Okay. Take it
Well,
under
okay,
advisement.
I shouldn't say highly because there is a romance-ish kind of subplot.
That's fine. I'm not going to turn something off because of like romance.
Right, no, I know, but I'm just saying, like, I enjoyed both that subplot and that the dynamics that they explored there, and the monsters of the movie. Like that was, I just remember watching that in 2011 or 12 and really digging it.
Slightly alarmed here.
I have murdered so many of these mimes. Oh,
Impact,
what I was
what it is.
scratching my head trying to think of the concept that would explain what, you know, the draw, the appeal to the unknown thing, and what it ended up being was the whole concept of cosmic horror and Lovecraft and shit like that.
And I love Lovecraftian horror.
Well, the
Like,
whole thing, you know, it hinges on there's a lot that you don't understand, you
Right.
can't possibly understand about this. They just feed you crumbs.
yeah, and I think
And
it
that's
works for me
great.
better when it's like that sort of thing as opposed to why is a bear here?
Yeah. Where are we at for time?
57, 58 minutes.
What if it was a non-Euclidean bear?
Ooh.
Bear, that would be a koala. What are you talking about?
All right, there we go. Non-Euclidean bears, that's the title. And then a picture of a koala.
That is pretty good. Alright, let me get in battle with the thing so I can mash and die and then write that down.
I am not gonna engage with her. I mean, like that. But I am walking into melodies.
Okay, then why don't we wrap this one up here? I'm just killing a low-level fucking vanilla.
Yep.
So.
Let's do that, because the cat it's his feeding time.
Yep,
Yeah.
it actually is now.
And I just got a sneasel that ran into me, so I'm gonna... I'll just run away from it.